Alright, hello and welcome to another 10v10 game. It's gonna be 27th Guards Motor Rifle or the high-tech Soviets. It's gonna be a long one. It was played a few days ago, so I'm doing a post-game commentary again because I forgot to press recording when I played this. Anyways, going on this left flank here into the urban area where the Anna sector is located. Opening with double Spet Razvedka in BTR 80s, Razvedka BMP2 with Mot Razvedka inside, two Iglas, Motosrolki Metis in the BTR 80 Ural supply truck, and Strela 10M. The cool Strela 10M, by the way, because we're playing Pony Stava, mind you, and the BMP3 with Motostrelki RPG 22, Saperi RPO in the MTLB, sadly, I forgot to change that. T80 BV and Tunguska. I unloaded a bit early on because I wasn't sure if there's gonna be some like airborne forward deployed stuff coming here, unloading in this area before me and obliterating my very precious Spetsnaz in their transports. That would have been awful, really. No resistance so far. In the meantime, on the right side, we are kind of completely collapsing because look at this opener, man. It's just so many helicopters. Mid is kind of, they are contesting the mid, especially this one. This guy does manage to get into his sector, which is gonna be Boris, apparently, yes. But so far on my side, not much resistance. We are at +1, and it's not gonna last long. You'll see. Uh, yep, there it is. They just full capped this with the allow 1A5, but we do have a heavy tank here, so we should be more than fine. Oh, yeah, there goes the command. Here, because I encountered no resistance, I decided to just back up everyone and try to actually get into the town as well. Because what's really stopping me? Like this was a bit risky, especially with the BMP3, because like the LAW 1A5 could have taken out the transports, and that wouldn't be pleasant at all. Right side, as you can see, full capped by the NATO team, giving them a +4. Infantry did unload. I retreated the transports immediately because BMP3 is a very expensive and a valuable unit. Comes only in this division, so yeah, it sucks losing them. But there's gonna be some heavy losses in this one. Just brace for that. Recon Bradley is coming here, and I guess they figured because they full capped this, they didn't encounter any resistance or anything. They figured the same as me, like there's no one there. So he sent the Bradley, but the Bradley just gets vaporized by two RPGs and the T80 BV. So this Sigla, I think, isn't going to be unloaded at all. Yes, because I'm trying to back up everyone and move them. I forgot the command unit. That was a retarded move, but here it is. The problem is like they're arriving in a BMP2, which is tracked, so it takes some time. It takes actually a while for them to get to the front line. Look where the reinforcements. I mean, where the fucking reinforcements route is. Yes. Anyways, Fifth Panzer falling apart in this position, as you can see. Look at all the dead allows. Yep. Allow once, and then there's the allow two going up in flames. It's just like this is. Excuse me. This is such a cool tank, man. The coolest looking tank in the game. Racist guy is spotted. BTR 80 is gonna open up alongside the BMP3. BMP1 goes down here, but this is gonna get taken out by the very nice Bastian 80 gem from the BMP3. There is some 80 gem located somewhere here. Yep, there it is. Tries to engage my BTR 80, doesn't manage to actually take it down. Command Leo is spotted. Motostrelki commands have arrived, so I unloaded them here, and I think I immediately started shifting them forwards, or sending them forwards, whatever, so they can be targeted with artillery. That was a scary moment there. Could have been a start shot easily. But here Motostrelki with the RPG trying to get the line of sight on the 80 gem. just not very successful at it. Look at this. Man, holy shit, my fucking throat is... Never mind. Look at this line of sight. This goes down to the metas, but I just can't find the line of sight on this thing, which was quite frustrating at the time because, again, I can't really push too aggressively here. I don't know what's in these buildings, right? So I was moving the squads one by one, moving into BTR and all that. It's just, I didn't want to get vaporized by some Fallschirmjägers or something, but, there goes the command Leo, and this will be a full cap shortly. Now, the right side of the map is still, pretty much lost. So once I capped this, I was like, well, no one seems to be firing on this guy. This guy is just sitting here. No one seems to. There are no 80 gems, right? So like these guys are trying to move up to like up this forest, and I unloaded. I mean, loaded actually the Motostrelkis into the BTR, sent them forward. It was like if they die, they die. It's just this way I can see how far can I make it, right? Because it's a BTR 80, so I don't really need to worry about too much. If this was a BMP3, it would be another story. Here, pushing as well. Igla Tunguska moving up to cover against aircraft and helicopters, as well as the Strela 10. Spetsnaz is being packed up here, Saperi RPO arriving, and I'm packing up all of these guys so I can rapidly try and move them forward so we can try and assault center. These guys do manage to unload. Kava Warrior is coming in with 4 mighty Hellfire missiles. I wasn't, I guess, paying attention here and this got blown up. Yeah, there it is. Strela does arrive, and it's a modernized one, so still misses though. There we go. Now, I noticed this, right? These things, or some of these things, have 80 gems. Now, BMP3 is gonna go down sadly with the command unit, because again, I wasn't paying attention. BMP2, I am noticing at the moment actually, so this is gonna be smoking. And moving this way to get into the cover behind like the rest of the trees. I think this is the moment where I purchased the Grad, yes. And the Grad was purchased solely to just rapidly dislodge this entire position because, again, we are losing the entire right side of the map. There's the fob being spotted in the meantime, but we are losing the entire right side of the map and it's not looking great at all. So I was trying to kind of compensate on this side. If we can get quickly into the center, then we can stop the bleed. EATBV moving in as well. These guys still, taking their time through the forest. Grad is gonna be dislodging the like ATGM teams, the Manta teams. But there are vehicles, right? I don't know what else is like here. What else is, there might be a tank after all in there. So I unloaded 2 Motostrelki squads, and they will be pushing to try and clear that out with the RPG 2721 pen, mind you, very good anti-tank. 3 Nonas have arrived, so some artillery investments have been made. Now you can see I'm packing the rest of the guys. Spetsnaz is trying to move forward in the BTR, MTLB coming in to pick the Igla, because like there is no point sitting in this sector anymore. Shitbox goes down, infantry slowly clears out this area, and we cap some 200 supply. Now, there's the Tor as well, double supply truck purchased to resupply the Grad. Usually I don't like purchasing the Grad, or generally rocket artillery, early on in the game, because it's like, what's the point? You're just wasting supply in my opinion, but like this entire thing was very tempting, so yeah, I just wanted to help dislodge that early on. Eagle Eye is gonna go down to the LRS. LRS is hitting this position, so that's why I'm gonna be loading my infantry into the BTR so that they don't die. Like I said, Igla goes down to the LRS. There's the Gladisty with the Metis coming in to help, and the Matrozvetka is here struggling against Special Forces, US Special Forces. Does the Gepard go down? Not really. This guy forgot to unload his Spetsnaz. Look, he got another chance in life and he wasted it. High explosive comes in. Not sure what he bombed. But he was shot down, so yeah. Bradley will get obliterated by an BMP-1 unspeakable ATGM. BMP-2 about to get the Jaguar 2, yes? So, NATO still at +1, we still haven't managed to enter this. RPO Sperry, Spetsrazvedka moving here to kind of try and secure this. And I'm trying to position Spetsrazvedka like either here or here. But you'll see, I don't want to spoil anything. It's like these nanas are not gonna have a great time. I'm just gonna say that. Conquer some in the position unloaded. So like there is no one is firing upon this BMP2 so far. BTR-80 is still just chilling. Like I'm trying, I guess, to resupply infantry or something. It's just like this guy was slowly creeping up to the sector. I was trying to wait for him. Maybe that should get blown up rather soon. Grad was resupplied as well, so I had the tools. The BMP2 does go down now, but I'm gonna assume Jaguars. Sadly, T80 was fixed to resupply the smoke launcher. BMP1 does manage to live. T80 gonna be moving up to try and get these Jaguar 2s. Now, teammate here is doing the T64 thing. There is Eagles flying above. RPO Separis are gonna have an easy time against LRS because RPO is just very, very, very good weapon, I guess. Spetsrazvedka arriving, so now these 3 BTRs are gonna be, like I said, Donas were brought in for the smoke. I didn't notice this, sadly. But there's gonna be an infantry assault now. Yeah, Motostrelkis and Spetsrazvedka's BTR-80s do have smoke on them, so they can provide even more smoke cover. Tornado ideas how explosive comes in, will be dropping bombs on my Stella 10M. Does not manage to kill it, gets damaged, but does manage to escape. Yeah, it was fair enough, really. You can't kill my thing, I can't kill your thing. Do be like that. Conqueror's about to wreck the Jaguar 2, I believe. Yes, there we go. Spetsrazvedka again moving on this side. I'm trying to provide the smoke cover for the teammate here as well. Now, Motostrelkis are, kind of struggling. The Steed is about to take out my Tornado here. Sorry, not the Tornado, the fucking Thor, yes. Another high explosive bomber comes in. Will be deleting one of my Spetsrazvedkas, sadly. Yeah, the worst thing he could have killed, to be honest. And nanas have been moved slightly so they don't take counter arty fire, right? Much of NATO artillery actually, trying to wreck us in this position. But we managed to get in. And yeah, there's a teammate's BMP2. Command, my BTR-80 is arriving. And watch this. This is the funny shitbox with 80 gem. Now, I killed one with the nanas. He took out my Trolatan, he takes out another one. And then if I didn't give the smoke order, these guys would have been able to actually defend themselves because they can, they do have a direct fire 120 mil tank gun. Tank gun. It can be used in direct fire. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, because I was panicking and stuff, it's just I'm gonna lose two out of 3 of my nanas. Pretty damn painful. What can I say? Mega Waffle coming in to bomb vehicles and do nothing. That gets taken out. Lars trying to finish off command units. I'm going to be moving my BTR-80 command forwards, where they don't expect it because this is a pretty fucking obvious position, right? BMP-3 arriving with the Motostrelkis here. T-80B again fighting gazillion ATGMs. That was a dumb smoke. BMP-3 will be supporting with the Bastion ATGM from this position. I'm trying to peek forward through the smoke and take out some more of these, but then he misses. So yeah, it is what it is. BMP-3 misses as well. So Motorazvedka moving back, Mi-24V coming into, because it's a forest and there is a road here, so they can just keep doing this, harassing our supply lines and our backline. And I'm playing 27th, which is not exactly a forest fighting division. I played a game with them once when I went into the forest and it didn't go well. Look at that fucking LRS. waiting there to obliterate some of our transports or whatnot. Now, BMP-3, not sure where was that going, but he's gonna be able to hold off and escape. Here, I think I'm trying to hit their infantry with my Nona, the remaining Nona Tornado, high explosive coming in, deletes my Motostrelki. Petrosvedka was retreated a bit so they don't die, because it is a ground-to-ground radar exceptional optics squad. This Petrosvedka fighting the Alaskan Cav Scouts. And as you can see, I'm trying to kind of not lose my infantry. Command BTR-80 engaging things, which is not ideal as well. Su-17M4 purchased, I was trying to kill this with it. And then I changed my mind. That's not nearly enough damage, but there is the helicopter ready to provide support with the Cockons, right? Anyways, I purchased this, and then I leave it to hover in the back, and look at this. So all of a sudden there's like 1,500,000 Gorillion NATO aircraft coming in, Seed F-15s, F-16s, all that good stuff, and this gets taken out just, effortlessly, really. So what can you do? NATO air power do be like that sometimes. We are at +1 as a team at the moment, somehow. I'm not sure how, really, because we kept this time on this moment. We are contesting the air packet here. Mega Waffle again coming in, gets shut down. Thor is brought in because all of the speed evac. Tunguska was turned off, so it doesn't die. Prowlers again. Spatzos retreated here to get resupplied. There's another high explosive bomber. They'll be mostly missing, and will be taken down. So Grad aiming at this concentration of NATO units here. F-16 AA coming in as well. Again to, I don't know where that is going, but whatever. Thor is going to be engaging, getting the hit. That's not going to be back in a while. Here the Guardists are trying to push. The-ATU BR-89 does take a nasty hit from TO-2A here. It's even at risk of dying, really. Yeah, it's routed, so it might actually go down. Because this is a tandem, right? No, it's gonna be fine, alright. And here, Grad is gonna be engaging all this area. I'm bringing in the Ural supply truck to actually resupply my Petrosvedka primarily, so I can push them up here and here to figure out where the fucking command unit is. Roland 2 being engaged by the remaining Nona. Here, this Motrozvedka is still chilling in this area. I didn't want this to happen again. In this position, it's just kind of difficult fighting the vehicles without our vehicles. I think my T-80, yeah, it died. So, this is the new one. And the BMP-3 as well died, if I'm not mistaken. So, I don't have any remaining vehicles in the area. Except this Nona, of course. Now, I'm pretty sure my helicopter was shut down. And that's the reason why I'm bringing in another one. Yeah. Just not sure where it died, though, but whatever. Anyways, Ural now providing some supply for this infantry T-80B from the teammate here, trying to dislodge these Panzer Grunts. Tornado AG coming in as well. This guy surely does have a lot of bombers for playing 5th Panzer. I would understand if he was playing the 2nd Panzer Grunt, because in that division you can really get many planes. But 5th Panzer is like it's a weird choice to focus on air gameplay. Pop was being spotted again, I just didn't pay attention. I mean, I could have engaged it with the Nana, but it would take some time. Roland goes down to the Nana here. Petrosvedka on return fire, T-80PV will be taking super nasty damage against the tandem rocket of the TO-2A. There is Prowlers coming in again. High explosive bombing run, let's watch this. There we go, I think let's do that spot. There should be this one and one more, really, in that position now. So, you need to unload, man. Yeah, there we go. Alright, basically, at this point, I'm kind of trying to just fix everyone that needs fixing. Like, this guy now needs more supply as well. I'm trying to build up some like mechanized forces, armored forces, because there's a second T-80. There should be another BMP-3. Yes, bringing in more infantry, and Grad has been resupplied. Actually, there's one shell missing, but it's just because I'm a bit impatient, right? Helo now, the new helo hovering here. I think my first helo I was actually shot down here, but that's an aircraft. But somewhere in the back, for sure, because if I remember correctly, one of the bombers that was coming in just lobbed a missile at it and then it died. It was damaged before that, slightly, so just there was nothing I could have done to save the first helo. That's what I'm trying to say basically. So supply, the capped US supply coming in. We have more Motostrelki actually in the BMP3s. We have more supply coming in. Here I'm gonna be retreating slightly, so to fix these, to not lose the Ural. Superior Piro don't have anti-tank. This is a recon tank, so again that's gonna be a problem. We are still unable to spot their command unit. There was a supply truck somewhere in this area, but it got blown up, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe. That's why these are not resupplied, right? Yet. So, anti-tank helicopter hovering here to try and, secure this, like these two streets. Lars operating on our positions again will be taking out these Motostrelkis, I feel. We're not very lucky then. Matrozvatka still guarding this position. It was just supposed to be like an alarm. If it dies, then I know, some shenanigans are happening in this position. There's a third T-80BV being brought in. The second one has arrived. We'll be shifting to the right side immediately to try and support our teammates here. And command unit is spotted. The Grad is gonna be aiming at that position immediately at this like general forest area. Just give me a second here. I'm gonna leave it like this. Alright, sorry about that. Two recon Bradleys coming in. Grad is currently obliterating whatever is here. High explosive bomber does manage to drop bombs, or actually doesn't, and goes down, so pretty fucking huge loss for the opponent. Petrozvatka taking out one recon Bradley effortlessly. Will be hitting first shot on the second one, but will be missing the second shot. Corsair high explosive goes down. He dropped the bombs here, I assume, but didn't do much damage. So there's still one more Bradley here. I'm trying to retreat my Spetsrazvedka right now to get some supply from the teammates MI8. T-80BV dueling with the Leo 283 command. They both do miss. Ural was... never mind, that's on the opposite side of the map. So T-80 is still missing. Leo does manage to get the hit, but Leo is now super low. I got hit another time. I was in the end forced to smoke because the martyrs with 80 gems arrived. Now, the non-SVK will be engaging the command unit. Look at the triple R's here. That kind of explains why this guy had a terrible opener, really. If you start with triple R's, I don't know. But, the R doesn't do anything, so it's a waste of points. Look at the right side, our backline sector is being threatened as well. BMP-3 trying to provide the teammates infantry. And the PVADs will be taken out, actually not. But Nana still trying to hit the command unit. T-80BV was resupplied, so it's gonna be replacing this guy who needs supply now. Second recon Bradley does go down to the Madness launcher, and I will be pushing them because they do have one more missile. There is this PVAD in the position. I'm gonna be probably trying to take it out as well. T-80 is still trying to do some damage. I still need to resupply these Petras. It will happen eventually. It's just some very interesting moments are gonna happen in this position particularly. You'll see. Um, there's my Grad. So Grad is being resupplied at the moment. Airborne Stinger engaging these Ferries. Here there is some tank plus this Pivat that currently retreated. And there's just gonna be a huge brawl really in this area. Like we are trying to full cap, they are trying to keep us out of the sector by this point. High explosive MiG-25 RBF comes in, drops Korean bombs, gets shut down. I guess it did some decent damage to infantry after all. Chaika under fire here, plus my armored forces, they will be able to actually escape. Another massive NATO airstrike coming in with speed and everything, bombers, electronic warfare. Pretty damn coordinated airstrike, what can I say? Here TATBB moving in to try and hit their tanks from the close range. Now on this range, Leo 1A1, as you can see, does a fair amount of damage to the front armor of the BV, but still doesn't stand much chance apparently against a heavy tank. Yeah, there we go. This thing is now going to be retreating probably. See, it's still circling above. I think I turned off my Tor, yes. And Tunguska's radar is also turned off, so we were fine when it comes to radar management. Here, a bunch of supply trucks getting resupplied. Grad was resupplied. Moving up in a firing position. Ural finally arrives to resupply all these infantry boys here. And here it's still, you know, like, this is a thing. But this entire area is kind of empty. So there is the guy playing 60 US, which has airborne squads, Navy SEAL squads, and all that annoying stuff. And he's gonna be playing a big role in this one. Again, a plus one because they're capping the center now. Like we full capped their backline sector on our side, they full capped our backline sector on like this side. So it's fair enough, right? Artillery actually engaging from this position. That was rather interesting. Where the fuck is it even going? Oh, here. Never mind. I was trying to cross into here again. Not much success. There's the fucking thing. We'll be taking out some BTR-80, I'm gonna assume. And my Tunguska noticed this, so this is why the RPS Aperis are moving this way. Ural is also gonna be taken out, I think. Yep, there it is. Tor shifting towards this position now, because, you know, like this was a very scary moment for this T-80 as well. Spetra Zvetka, excuse me. Yeah, there goes the fucking super heavy, the heaviest tank in the game. Just like that. So artillery gets taken out in their backline, and then the Pari RPOs are going to encounter some of this infantry, as I said, airborne. Metis takes out the IHA. This one should go down as well. Now, there was more NATO infantry in this position. As you can see, we'll be taking out my Tunguska. But my Metis should be able to take out the second IHA here. So it's like a no-you situation where, like, he's flanking me, taking out my air defenses, and then I'm doing the same thing to him at the same time. It was a very funny moment, actually. I just, you know, it was rather interesting. I laughed out loud, as I would say, during this one, because I wasn't even mad that I lost the Tunguska and whatnot, the Ural. I took out 2 IHALs with the fucking Metis, you know, that doesn't happen quite often. Here, armored forces like 2 BMP-3s, 2 T-80 BVs waiting. The triple BMP-3 arrives, will be reinforcing this position with some more infantry. Now, yes, this was purchased. This is what I was looking for. So laser guided indirect, or whatever. Guided indirect artillery, right? Yes, forgot the fucking name of the trade. That was purchased, so we could take out like their stationary stuff. This is the example, and the command unit goes in. I think everybody is going to be missing them, or not. Might happen with the next guy. Petrazvetka is still not pushing up for some reason because I was, I think, busy with this. Yes, I was trying to get this done. RPO separates out of the RPO. BMP3 will be taking out the tank, I assume. Yes, the recon tank. So Petrazvetka about to die, and we are going to be forced out of this position in general. Now LRS about to take out my Matrazvetka in the back. So yeah, this was becoming quite a problem. Navy SEALs pushing us as well at this point. Um, Big problem because, like as I mentioned earlier, 27th Guards is not a forest fighting division. You do get RPO Separis. In my case, they are upvetted. Yeah, they are upvetted, so I only get 4 of them. 6th US is very much a forest fighting division. If I enter here, I lose. Like he's just gonna outtrade me big time, and yeah. So I can't fight him in here. What I can do is get a helicopter to fly over, but then it's gonna get shot down by stingers. Because if he doesn't have stingers in here while he's doing the infantry shenanigans, then he's retarded, honestly. So I assumed he does. Another thing I can do is like just try to hit them with the Grad, but that's gonna drain my fob pretty quickly. So none of that was viable. That's why I just retreated, and you know, I was like, well, here RPS Separa is arriving in this position to try and just stop them from advancing into Anna here, or like taking this position, because if they take this, they can put 80 gems here and here, and then we have a problem. Like we would soon lose this entire position, right? Because we can't reinforce anymore properly. Like we can use this road, but you know, I would rather stop them from taking like this entire area than deal with the consequences, if that makes sense. Artillery engaging my Motostrelki. In the meantime, Petrazvetka was moved up to utilize the ground surveillance radar, so they can't really get in here anymore without being spotted. So this sector is, like for the NATO, this sector is really hard to reclaim. Now, here, USMC security taking out both MTLBs, the double RPO separators will be opening up with the RPOs. This is my last helicopter because the second guy also died to the aircraft. So yeah, it was painful, but it happens. BTR-80 with the Matostoki Metis coming in. Why I opted for the BTR-80, why I opted for the Metis squad actually, is because this is an 8-man squad. The guys from the BMP-3 are 7-man squad. I am trying to like reclaim these parts of the forest, so I can get back here primarily. I don't want to fight, like I said, I don't want to go in here. I'm trying to get back here. And larger squad makes more sense, right? Even though they have Metis which can't be utilized in the forest, really. But it is what it is. Again, Nana being shifted, bunch of supply trucks have arrived. And we have more supply incoming, another Tunguska coming in as well. Tanks this time will be retreating a little bit. BMP3s positioned like this so they can engage with the 100 mil. Yeah, there goes the Stinger. So they can engage with the 100 mil if something appears like in these positions. Mi-24 we does manage to actually escape the Stinger's grip. So Ural moving up as well because like these guys are useless without their RPO pretty much. Trying to hit artillery units, trying to hit the Rolands in the meantime, and +1 at the moment. This is contested. We are fully capping this. I was taking a look at like this sector, and this guy is trying to make some moves. Same with the ice guy. So you can see me moving my tank to this position to be ready to provide some support for these people. Because if we can take Elena and contest it, not full cap, just contest, we can get a +3 easily. Yeah, man, 6 US gameplay, as you can see. Anyways, RPO Paris did have enough time to actually resupply the RPOs, and this is gonna be pretty easy prey for them now. This was spotted. I'm not sure if I noticed that this was spotted when it happened, but like these guys will be chilling some more, trying to resupply their RPOs. We're ready again. Green berets, I think. Yes, that's gonna be green berets coming in. So 101st Aerosol comes in as well. This Thor was very lucky not to die to all this speed. Not gonna lie. And here Stinger are gonna be trying to engage Chinook because he does have a minigun BMP3 engaging with the 30 mil as well. So that goes down. Another blob of level 1s coming in. E64B opening with the Cobra ATGM, and now at the moment I don't have any like tanks here. This guy doesn't have anti-tank missiles. My T-80s are moving up in a position to try and provide offensive support for. Never mind. Offensive support for these teammates, like I said. Level ones, don't stand much chance because like there is two meta squads. Even if they take out this T64, the double metas is gonna be waiting for them. And I mean, one is already engaging, so yeah, pretty damn hard for the NATO to get back in here. At this position, Ice Guy is contesting at the moment, giving us a +2 actually, not a +3. So Grad still chilling, waiting for the target, fully resupply this time. Roland 3 gonna be on the receiving end of both Nana and the Katsaya here, and that's gonna go about as you might expect, really. Another command unit spotted. Petrozvedka was joined with these guys, and now we have 3 RPO Superis plus 2 Motostrelkis plus Petrozvedka, which is really more than enough to dislodge anything we encounter, including these guys, as you can see. Like they started firing on the Motostrelki, and then look at the fucking RPO, man. It's 3 out of 4 rockets, and the Green Berets leader, which is a 12-man squad, I think, is fucking dead. Is it 12-man? Yes. So, yeah, pretty fucking OP weapon. That's like why the Spetsnaz, the standard Spetsnaz squad, in my opinion, is like the best infantry squad in the game. Like, there is no squad in the game that can win against that. Massive cluster bombing coming in. His problem is the fact that he's bombing infantry with the clusters instead of these 2 tanks, or I don't know. My Grad got its target, which is this infantry blob. Already finished firing, so that was, yeah, I missed that, but got a bunch of kills there and did a bunch of damage, that's cool. Here, Engineers Flash, the guys that should be matching the RPO Superis, but they are not, because this is a 5-man squad, this is 8-man squad. And they fire their flash so quickly, it gets wasted on the single squad, whereas these guys, they fire one, so we burn this one, and then I can manually retarget on the Navy SEALs to burn them as well. It's kinda, I don't know, man, the Soviet bias, I guess, whatever, this game, it just, they give the US one squad that should be matching RPOs, and then it's not nearly as good. It is good, still. Flash is a pretty good weapon, but, RPOs are just unmatched. BMP3 trying to get the shitbox. I think it misses, yes. So, BMP3 joining here, BTR-80 was brought in to serve like as a reserve command unit for this sector. +3 at the moment because this was like fully capped. We flushed them out here. I mean, I didn't do shit, but the teammates, right? And still trying to hit some 80 gems or whatever was here. With the Nana, yeah, just like this moment here was the main reason why I wanted to cover this game, and like this moment here with the Nanas that died to the funny recon shitboxes, and it was a very long game. It was because we were losing, at the beginning, and we lost the guy since the beginning of the game, so it was kind of a combat game, I would say. Eagle coming in does get taken out quite nicely by the Tunguska, Strela, whatnot. Thor here, there should be another Eagle, yes. Yeah, Gorillion air defenses. BMP-3 moving up to unload infantry into the middle of the map. So this guy's gonna be obviously struggling with these tanks, using them like this. Is this the same guy that was, yeah, that was on my side? So he was fighting here, and then he did the same thing I did, except he committed much more. Yeah. I was committed to still securing this position and supporting with the Grad. In this sector, I mean, I did bring like a BMP-3 and a few tanks and the infantry squad, but it's like, it's very difficult to, for me at least, to pay attention to like multiple parts of the map at the same time. Now ATGM heli is coming up, Igla is there. We'll be taking out one immediately. I retreat my tanks because of that. This is spotted again, so US Air Force Security or whatever patrol. They do have a Stinger on them, and this is what Alaskan Cav Scouts got. Ural gets blown up, I think. Yep. By the LRS here, so yeah. Big problems, right? Big problems. 6 US, man, doing the backline shenanigans. So at this point, I was like, well, we need to do something about this because we are gonna lose Anna here if nothing is done. Here, I think this is AI by this point. Both of these guys are actually, all three of these guys are AI because they surrendered once we started winning. And yeah, tanks retreating here because now I can't pay attention to both this and what's happening here. There should be Strelky Metis in the BTR. These guys are arriving to try and secure this town. There is Mi-24 shifted to this position to provide some help for the teammates Matrozvetka in case something happens. In this area, Akatayas will be trying to take out from this position in the meantime. And here, you know, Motostrelki trying to kind of fight the German infantry, but it's fairly difficult in my opinion to push them out of the sector because you need a lot of infantry. And like there are still problems of ATGMs being here and their defenses, ATGMs, all that good stuff. So yeah, pretty damn difficult because they also control this hill. So you can't do much with the tanks in this area as well. If you just need infantry to just crawl through this forest. I think no one was willing to commit really to that adventure. Motostrelki met this, and there should be more infantry brought in. Yeah, Rozvetny Saperi is moving here to still further solidify this sector against the US backline push. But we are fully capping this somehow because this absolute Chad, or two of them rather, are getting in. There's the Grad. The rocket artillery support comes in again on this concentration defense here. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I mean, all of these, the Paris and the Mi-8 and the Grad are doing massive amounts of damage. It's just, again, they can just infinitely reinforce this position because this road exists. So, I mean, they don't even need to go here. They just take it straight from this position, but yeah. Anyways, my infantry has arrived, and there should be more coming as well. Yes, Matrozvetka in the BMP-2. And we'll be pushing here to see what the 6th US is up to. Akatsa is trying to hit some ATGM that was in this position. Something was spotted there. Alaskan Cav Scouts now making an appearance again. This guy, that's actually an AI. That guy surrendered at the beginning of the game. Mi-8 gets taken out from the teammate here. Eventually, No action here whatsoever. Like this, there was a massive concentration of stuff here that will make a move shortly. But +5 now, 3 minutes left. It's just gonna be mostly artillery gameplay by this point, really. Like the Motostrelki were retreated, so they don't die. They will be resupplied shortly. T-80 is in the back waiting. Like if we start being pushed out here, I would activate these T-80s to counterattack. Basically, that was the plan. More U.S. infantry here, so Rozvedka Sapari is moving. Still, there should be more of my infantry coming. I think maybe FOBs are being blown up. Apparently, yep, there's one FOB. And like I said, this infantry is gonna be moving. So we have RPOs and Motostrelkis, Spetsnazvedkas moving like all in this direction to try and cut off this entire area. Now I spoke about how if this guy wasn't having any stingers here and he was doing infantry shenanigans, he retarded. Well, I'm the retard now because I don't have any fucking niglas with these people. Like one helicopter and all of this dies, right? Anyways, BMP3 did get a few kills on the martyrs, I think, in this position, and it will be engaging the infantry with a 100 mil. There goes the bastion on the tank destroyer there. Huge amount of damage. This is about to be resupplied. Tanks still, I mean, tanks will be moving actually right now. And here, there's gonna be some engagement, I think. Metis takes out the National Guard recon shitbox. So, BTR-80 opening up. These guys do have a recoilless. And recoilless will be messing up my BTR-80, so I smoke off and retreat. No point in losing that. Rozvedka Separis will be engaging, but this is the National Guard unit and he opted to retreat. I think he was able to win this because like my guys have a satchel, he does have a sniper rifle on that range, you know. He can use the sniper rifle, obviously. BMP3 is still engaging engineer splash with both 100 mil and 30 mil. Here it's still a brawl, as you can see. Like this guy is about to have a pretty fucking bad time against this Bradley because none of this has anti-tank. BTRs can, I guess, engage them, but yeah. 13 seconds left. Trying to catch these six US boys in the meantime, and my tanks, I sent the tanks forward, and I wasn't looking, so yeah. If the game lasted 5 more seconds, these tanks wouldn't have had a. Anyways, 15, no, 5,500 kills and 3k losses. Yeah, I covered the deck already. It's in some other game, I don't know. Go check it out if you're interested. I'm just trying to find the Grad. See if the Grad was worth somewhat. Considering it was purchased at the beginning of the game and it fired throughout the entire game. Yeah, not many kills, to be honest. Like that's why I don't like the rocket artillery in this game. At least purchasing it early. Because just give me a moment. Yeah, because most of the time it feels like waste of supply, especially Grads. Like Grads are devastating. Well, not the Grads. Grad is like a terrible example, but Lars, yeah. So opponent purchased triple Lars. It's a piece of shit unit, right? You're wasting Gorillion supply, and you'll be suppressing the enemy units. You will be doing some damage, but most of the time, neither Grad or the Lars will be completely killing stuff, in my experience. So the enemy can, in that case, just resupply everything. But yeah, in this one, I needed a Grad at the start to just rapidly dislodge that blob of units in the forest and push. rapidly push into their backline sector. Anyways, enough yapping, man. It was a long fucking game. Um, until next time, GG's, and as always, well played, everyone.